Hello, my loves. Welcome in. If you're new here, welcome back. If you've been here before, this is a Scorpio reading. This is for Scorpio, sun, moon, or rising. I read for my big three. So, Scorpio must be in your big three. Or you could be watching for Scorpio. But let's see what Spirit has for us. I'm an intuitive tarot reader. I read for myself and my collective, and I start with a prayer. Spirit, angels, ancestors, guides, higher self, those out there willing, wanting, and able to help us on our journey of healing and loving ourselves. We welcome you in and we thank you for the shield of protection that you put around us. We thank you for the clarity and connection in the message. And we thank you for collecting all negative energy sent our way for us to use as fuel for our purposes. Blind coach aid. Blind coach aid? Someone you don't know? I feel like this is like someone that you don't know or someone that you can't see is getting ready to help you. Like it's going to be blind. Like blind to me means like it's behind the curtain, or it's like yes, of course there's a physical blindness, but like someone you don't know, someone that you can't see is getting ready to reach out and help you. There's coach here, give advice, knowledge, and then aid. And then we have sweet dreams here. So maybe you're gonna receive this guidance in your dreams, or yeah, someone's getting ready to help you with something. And you probably don't know who this person is. You might not even ever see them. Spirit, this one? Yes. All right. Tarot's fluid in time, gender, and sex, meaning that this could be someone, this could be something that's happened in the past, something that is happening in the present, or something that could happen in the future. Remember, though, we all have free will. So, with this involving you and other people, we all have free will and can make changes as we see fit. So, this is just a snapshot of how the energy looks at this time. If I call out a sign, that's just double confirmation for those who need it. We all have multiple signs in our birth chart and can be embodying any of that energy. Also, if you see a man or a woman on the cards, it does not mean that is a man or woman in your story. It means that's somebody embodying their masculine or feminine energy, but most importantly, they're embodying the energy of the cards. So pay attention to how I describe it. What do we need to know about this blind energy? Please show us clearly, Spirit. What do we need to know about this blind energy? I just saw the Nine of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck. So it could be a Virgo, or it could be someone who's like, independently wealthy, independently stable. The Two of Pentacles. The Two of Pentacles talks about finding balance, trying to balance your resources or balance two energies. Blind and balance. When you're blind and you have you might have difficulty with your balance. What is this Two of Pentacles, Spirit? Why is the Two of Pentacles here with a blind card? What are we balancing? Your resources. Balancing your resources with the Ace of Pentacles. It could be new financial opportunities, new manifestations. But Pentacles talks about the material world, the earthly world, like your health, your finances, things like that. We have the Queen of Cups here, which talks about your intuition, someone who's nurturing, someone who's intuitive. The Queen of Cups is also a mother figure, or could be a mother figure. And Cancer. The Queen of Cups is Cancer, but water energy. Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. So maybe this Queen of Cups or this mother figure is getting ready to help you balance your resources. Someone's getting ready to come in and help you balance your resources. What is this coach? Advice, knowledge? You've been stressed. The Nine of Swords here talks about stress. It talks about nightmares. It talks about insomnia, not being able to sleep. You're overwhelmed. You're depressed. You're anxious. And then we have the Ace of Swords here. So this coach is getting ready to help you find this clarity. The Ace of Swords talks about mental clarity and success, right? This coach is coming in to help find clarity. Nine of Swords. Why is the Nine of Swords here? Two of them. You walked away from something and you left some baggage behind. You're doing some healing. You needed to do some healing, or you did some healing. The Page of Wands. The Page of Wands does talk about a coach, right? The Page of Wands talks about someone who speaks with enthusiasm. Like they are excited to share their news. They're excited to share what they know. Like pastors, motivational speakers, coaches, right? This person, are you doing coaching about your healing, about the things that you were previously stressed about the things that you had to heal from and move on from and let go of? Because this hangman here is like something that you had to be seen differently, like taking a pause to see something from a different perspective. So this is someone who's speaking out about having to, yeah, do the work to become the empress. So maybe you're becoming the coach. But what is this blindness? Maybe you're becoming the coach. What? Okay, the aid here. There's some help coming in. Charity, kindness, mercy. What is this aid for my collective? What is this aid? Ten of Swords. There was an ending. This Empress had an ending, right? And somebody's either coming to help or the Empress is going to help someone's ending. What do we need to know about this Ten of Swords with this aid? Who's helping after this ending, this painful, hurtful ending? The Two of Swords in reverse. Somebody's no longer blind. Huh. Okay. They see it. Okay. All right. I got you. Blind in the beginning, right? Somebody was blind to the situation. They didn't know what it was. They didn't know how to balance it. They didn't know how to, they didn't know what it's worth, right? They didn't know its worth. Often the Ace of Pentacles, aces talk about potential, right? So you can see all the potential that's there. You can see how amazing this opportunity is, or you cannot, right? You could be blind to it. But we have this Two of Swords in reverse now. Then someone's no longer blind. The Fool card here at the bottom talks about wanting to take a leap of faith. Somebody maybe was blind to the, oh, were you blind to the idea of being that coach? Like being the motivational speaker, being the healer that you are? And now you're seeing that this could be actually be lucrative. This could actually bring you some success. This could actually be worth something, not just for the people that you are helping, the people that you're healing through your stories, through your knowledge, but it could actually help you too. The Fool, conflict, Eight of Wands, manifest anyway. Yeah. This leap of faith here, the Fool card talks about taking a leap of faith. So after an ending, like something ended, right? And you're no longer blind to that. There's an ending. It was painful. You're no longer blind to whatever you needed to release. And you're taking a leap of faith towards something new. I want to get more cards. If this is resonating with you, go ahead and hit that like button. And if you haven't already subscribed, go ahead and do that. You might want to catch another video. What is this blind? Why is the blind here with balancing your resources? Blindly balancing resources? What is this, Spirit? Mantra and sanctuary. Okay. If you've been blindly balancing your resources or trying to manage your resources, you've been doing it wrong. You've been doing it wrong. You need to, mantra and sanctuary talks about meditation. It talks about seeking inner guidance. It talks about, trusting your intuition. So for these to come out, maybe you have been doing things blindly. And that's not working. Why is the coach here with all this healing? Why is the coach here with the nine of swords, the 8 of cups, and the 6 of swords? What is this? Sovereignty in the reverse. This is the opposite of coach, right? Sovereignty talks about seeking someone of higher power, right? Seeking some higher knowledge. But in the reverse, with family at the bottom of the deck. So your family is not who you need to seek guidance from. Dang, an alarm ruined that for us. But maybe your family is not who you need to seek guidance from. Your family is the energy you're releasing. Yeah, cleanse. There are people in your family that you're releasing. With the Eight of Cups and the Six of Swords, you're walking away from these energies because they were stressful. So the people that maybe you thought were your people, thought were your family, thought were your coaches, your guidance, you're realizing they weren't. Aid with the Ten of Swords and the Two of Swords. Wisdom with adventure. Wisdom with adventure. Oh, you're no longer blind, right? You've now gained the insight. You now have the information, and that's why you ended things, because you weren't blind anymore. You now have the wisdom. Aid, charity, mercy, kindness. You now have the wisdom. This adventure is again that Fool card, right? Taking the leap of faith, taking the adventure, going off to something new. And mirror. Mirror, facing yourself. Facing yourself, trusting your own intuition, seeking your own guidance, your own inner, trusting your own inner voice. All right. So you were blindly doing things before, right? Blindly acting or trusting the people that, you trusted, blindly following people, maybe like your family, the people who you say, okay, they're my family. That's my mama. That's my daddy. That's my best friend. She wouldn't do me wrong. Maybe not intentionally, but not sometimes, the blind leads the blind, right? So even if they were intentional or whether they weren't intentional, like sometimes the blind leads the blind, and it's time for you to do something different. Like it's time for you to see, it's time for you to experience something different. It's time for you to trust some different guidance. And what you've learned, what you've grown through, what you've healed from, you are now the wisest voice. You are now the wisest voice, and it's time for you to share what you know. It's time for you to share what you know. Dreams. Sweet dreams. So, okay, I'm looking at the bottom of the decks again, right? The sweet dream card is what came out for this Panther deck at the ending. It's the bottom of the deck for the Panther deck. It says satisfaction, comfortable, lazy day. So with the way this story went, right? You were blindly trying to balance your resources, trying to follow the energy, trying to, figure it out and manage it. And it was causing stress. I think now with you providing, you having the wisdom, right? You're no longer blind to the confusion, blind to whatever it was that you needed to let go of, whatever was betraying you, whatever was holding you back. You're now going to be comfortable. You're not going to have sweet dreams. You're going to have pleasant dreams. You're going to be able to you won't be fighting to balance your resources anymore. You won't be fighting for stability anymore. That's beautiful. That's beautiful. I think once you stop following the people who aren't leading you towards success, it kind of gets a little easier, right? I think it's sometimes hard to do that, though. It's hard to differentiate from, those are my elders, right? Elders don't mean wise. I know this woman looks old, but elders don't always mean wise. They could just be old. They could just be old, okay? What is this guidance for my collective? What is the next best action for my collective? Next best action. That Eight of Cups was at the bottom of the deck. If you have not walked away, go ahead and do that. The Eight of Cups showing up twice. If you have not walked away, go ahead and do that. Strength card, right? The Strength card. You are cool under pressure and retain compassion all the while, even if it causes you harm. You're patient and can accomplish great feats with your determination alone. Your strength will be rewarded shortly. And then the Queen of Swords at the bottom. What does the Queen of Swords do? Cut people off. So like I said, if you have not left those energies that are dragging you behind, you need to do that so you can gain the clarity, you can gain the insight, and see how much wiser. Remove that blind shield, remove the glasses, remove the blindfold from your eyes. You can't see clearly because you're still surrounded by them people. As soon as you remove those energies, you might be able to see things a little more clearly. But yeah, you are setting boundaries. The Queen of Swords is telling you to make judgments without emotion. Take inventory of all the facts before making a decision and come to an intellectual conclusion. You want to be compassionate, but you have to think with your head rather than your heart right now. Be independent. Don't lean too heavily on anyone. Like I said, you're not seeking higher guidance from anyone else because you're getting it from yourself. You're getting it from yourself. You're trusting your own guidance. You're trusting your own intuition, and that is what you need to be doing. And that is what you are doing. Four of Wands. At the bottom of the deck, the Nine of Pentacles. So this Four of Wands talks about your community, but the Nine of Pentacles talks about being solo. It talks about being independent. Why is the Four of Wands here? Returning home or being with the people and places most familiar with you can be soul enriching. Take this time to soak up the bliss and appreciate the good things in life. This is a good time to work on renovating or redecorating your home. I feel like you're rebuilding your community. We have the King of Pentacles here. Someone who's financially stable. Someone who is, business oriented. Someone who achieves their goals, right? They're disciplined, they're focused, prosperous. Strength. I'm hearing strength, courage, and wisdom. It's been inside of me all along. So I feel like that's what you're getting, right? The strength, the courage, the wisdom to walk out on your own, right? The Fool card and the Adventure card. To walk out on your own and do it your own way. To do it your own way. We had this illusions card under there, right? There were some illusions before. And then after the Hermit card, you spend some time alone. You spend some time evaluating. Then we have the Chariot, the Nine of Cups, and the World. After the Hermit, after the time of isolation, comes all this success. It comes completion. It comes happiness. It comes strength, and travel. If you have not spent your time in isolation, that's what's happening next for you. Isolation. If you have not walked away from those energies you need to walk away from, you need to do that so you can spend your time in isolation. If you've already had your isolation period, thank you, Spirit. It's time for you to walk into what's next. It's time for you to walk into the new beginnings of you sharing the wisdom that you've gained. The Chariot here at the bottom right there is just like, your success, your journey, your victory. All right, self-care, self-empowerment for my collective. Self-care and self-empowerment messages, please, Spirit. This energy work card is here at the bottom. Another alarm. I've been doing Reiki every day for the last 3 days or so, and I've been in a lot more higher spirits. I've been more open to communicate and share with others. I started doing my readings again, as you can tell. So you need to be tapping in, right? You need to be doing your energy work. You need to be cleansing yourself, trying to align yourself, removing any blockages from yourself. That all happens in isolation. That happens in the alone time. That happens when you don't have other voices, outside influences. What do we need to know? Flow like water. So allow yourself to be cleansed. Flow like water. Water is cleansing. Allow yourself to be cleansed. Allow yourself to be carried along on your journey, right? You're flowing with the water. I'm thinking of the waves and how the waves will take you along, right? So if you don't willingly go, is what I'm hearing, along this path, along this journey, you will be forced to go along this path or this journey. That's what I heard. You don't want to be forced. So if you got to isolate yourself to do some, do some introspection, right? Do some healing with the Eight of Cups and the Six of Swords. Get rid of this stress, these anxiety, right? If you need to isolate yourself to do that, please do, because it'll get worse. It'll get worse before it gets better if you don't do it the easy way. One more. Okay, that was two more. Tower, unplug and relax for a spell. What had I been saying? Which justice is coming. Justice is coming. So all those people you had to heal yourself from, that you had to release yourself from, whatever towers you've experienced, right, that you need to relax and release and unplug from, you're going to receive the justice. You're going to receive the justice. Like I said, first you were blind to the situation. You realized you needed to isolate, you needed to heal, you needed to trust your intuition, and now you're going to be getting the aid. Now you're going to be getting justice. Justice is coming. All right, loves. If you are new here, leave me a purple heart down below. Make sure you hit the like button and subscribe to the channel. If you are a true blue, someone who's already subscribed, someone who continues to watch, commenting down below that blue heart, thank you so much for your continued support. Thank you so much for your love. Thank you so much for your donations, subscribing, continuing to support my channel as I share my energy with you guys. Peace and blessings.